How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TableTakes Plays. Today, we will be continuing and completing the final episode of Fifth Evolution, Carbide City. This is the definitive D&D 5e superhero experience. We have ourselves a handy-dandy little comic book with all the rules that we need to play. All we have now is to finish this. When we left off, our heroes, -1, had successfully infiltrated the warehouse where the plague had been hiding out and was certainly up to no good. After a tussle with some of his minions, the heroes found themselves deep within the warehouse, avoiding the disastrous mismatch and her evil companion, Grizz, who together tried to stop our heroes from progressing any further into the warehouse. However, our heroes were victorious after some well-placed arrows and a little bit of pyromancy. The heroes quickly dispatched of them and went further into the depths to find what mysteries lie beyond. They found themselves up against the plague himself. And after firing an arrow into his back and injuring him, the plague turned around, put up a large, impenetrable shield, and then opened the door he had been trying so desperately to find the combination to. What he left behind was a strange sight to behold. A room filled with bats. Inside each of them, Evos, which are what we call the superheroes in Carbide City. Evos with wires attached to them, suspended in some strange bubbling ooze. Meanwhile, the plague, having revealed this, said to all of you, "Now you see. No one would believe me. But you can see for yourself. Go, tell the world what they are doing to our people." Before he shot a huge plasma bolt into the ceiling and flew away, leaving you behind with a dome that was deactivated, letting you further into the warehouse so you could investigate for yourselves. However, time is of the essence, heroes, because as you were informed by the honest cop Williams, you only have 5 minutes, which is now down to just 2, before the cops show up with the Evo response team and arrest you as vigilantes. So, with that being said, we come back to the hallway where a giant orb drone had flown down from the ceiling and fired giant missiles at you. And as you are attempting to defend yourselves and deflect the bolts, a large zipper appears in space, like a rift in time, that zips itself down, revealing a large, vacuous space where you can see stars and a whirling violet miasma, where Zip, Zap, Zop appears, having been taken aside for a side adventure, for who even knows how long time works in that dimension. Zip, Zap, Zop makes her return.
Zip is kind of dressed in like a post-apocalyptic chic, ripped clothes, a big set of goggles, and has 2 blades and is going to try and jump down on this drone thing.
Out of nowhere, Zip Zap Zop just flies through the air, and for this, I'm just gonna say an attack roll is warranted.
I'd love to. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing my jaunt followed by my surprise attack.
Excellent. And you're not using unarmed attacks.
No.
They're
All
two
right.
blades.
Oh wait, I got to roll on the. We don't do the physical dice.
What are you doing physical dice for? Yes.
Dice.
But you would typically have a +6 with these if you're proficient with them. I'm assuming you just became a proficient in the time you spent in this other dimension.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming you're using dexterity for these instead of strength, and you got +3 to those, so +6 to hit.
Okay. How do you add a +6 instead? Because I only have +1, +3, and +5 on my modifiers in this dice.
You just click on +3 twice.
Yeah, +3 twice it adds.
Okay, gotcha. All right, let's go. That is a 19.
A 19 is enough to hit the orb drone. Yeah, so you smash into it with two large blades. And you rip some sparks come flying out as you dive into it, and then yank them back out, landing safely on the ground. How much damage are we talking?
So 13 plus. Let me just grab. Uh, 13. I'm just going to use the unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. Oh yeah. Fair.
So it's 4 bludgeoning damage.
4 bludgeoning damage from 2 stabs to the hole.
So it's 17 damage.
17. Wow. Oh, so hold on a second. Did you make 2 attacks?
No, I made one attack, but I added my surprise attack, which adds 3d6 to all attacks.
Nice. Okay, excellent. 17 damage. You have effectively halved, actually a little bit more than halved, the orb drone's HP and dealt a mighty blow. You've got like a small panel hanging down by some wires. Sparks are flying out as it spins out of control wildly. So now we can jump into our initiative. So everybody go ahead and roll for initiative. Ooh. Okay, so Zip, I'm seeing a 7. TableTake, I'm seeing a 15. And Quiver, what's your total?
25, but I do believe I'm unconscious.
Yes, that's right. That's what happened last time. Oh man. Yeah. There was the plague just shot you. Yeah. Or no, it was the orb drone.
No, it was plague. Because
yes.
I tried to aim the bot to shoot at the plague and it ricocheted and went somewhere else. Right.
And then the plague fired at you, put up a big dome, opened the door, shot a hole in the ceiling, and flew out. Okay then. So Quiver, you are unconscious, but you do go first. So I want you to whisper to GM or Game Master JVan. So if you open up your dice roller, just click on the G and then roll your hidden death saving throw. Oh, hold on a second. No, what am I talking about? Death saving throws are not a thing in 5th evolution. Let's see here. Character death and murder are rare. It is expected that villains will be apprehended and turned over to the authorities. Murder and excess violence will adversely affect a character's public opinion score. When death does occur, characters and villains usually come back to life through creative means. So we got to figure that out, I guess.
Ooh, if you allow me, I could try something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see here.
Okay.
Quiver was first, and then I saw 15 for double take, and then 7 for
It was 7 for me, yeah. It was
Yeah.
a 3,
Zip.
4 plus 3.
And I'll roll as well. Okay. Double take. It looks like you do get to go first.
If
Quiver,
I see,
and then you.
yeah, I'll see Zip Zap Zop, and I'll be like, Quiver got really hurt and messed up. I'll yell, and then I'll kind of pick up Quiver, and I'll be like, take care of the thing. I'll save Quiver. I'm sure this like experimental place has like things that look like doctor things, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to look around a little bit to try to find what you're looking for. So you pick up the quiver and you rush into the room. When you look around, you see these stainless steel vats with glass hiding. They're encasing these different evos. When you look around, you see a Cheeto woman who appears to have like a mohawk on and a green tank top, who is suspended with several tubes attached to her. You also see a woman, a bald woman with some dark purple makeup on her face. And you can see that there are these purplish orbs, plasma almost looking, hovering in her hands, but not actually sparking or doing anything. And then you also see, you see an old companion of yours, another speedster like yourself, a man with pale skin and blonde hair, who's wearing a tracksuit, and pretty like sharp features, and one earring on the right ear. But you see all of this when you run into the room with Quiver.
All right. I'm just looking for like, there has to be some kind of like thing I could shoot that makes it heal because like that happens in movies, right? So obviously this mad scientist thing is going to have a thing of healing, right? Totally.
All right, go ahead and make a resource check. So
Research check.
it's going
So
to be a
this is
D20 adjusted by your resource score.
9.
So a 9 is like an ability score. A 10 is +0. An 8 and a 9 are -1. So you have a minus.
Oh, so I have to roll -1.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. I got an 8.
Got an 8. Okay. So looking around, you try to find anything like a first aid kit, or I don't know, like some paddle.
Experimental glowing tube of something.
You find a table, and there are lots of unlabeled items. So you're not sure what any of this stuff does or how to use it, but you do find a table with some things that you might be able to use. Somebody who's a little bit more proficient with medicine or has been in the medical field a little bit more might be able to figure out what all this stuff does. But this just is just a shot in the dark for you. And then that is when a different kind of drone flies around off of a desk that it had been sitting on undisturbed. Its lights come on, and a small helicopter, a little propeller, pops out of the top of the drone and spins as it floats itself up into the air. It shambles through the open doorway, leaving you behind, and then towards Zip and the other orb drone. One of its hands has been replaced with a machine gun! And on its back are nested multiple orb drones. It dispatches them. Two of them flying off of its back and at the same size as the original orb drone. They all pull out their own tiny little propellers and fly over to Zip. And it's a full-on assault. So, with that, they are going to fire their laser cannons at Zip. Let's see here. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, as well as 2 machine gun uh, bullets coming at you as well. Okay, what is your AC? Zip.
15.
Okay, so it looks like there was an 8, a 12, and a 7 on the orb drones that shot at you. So all misses there, and then the machine gun is gonna fire at you. These ones a little bit higher to hit. We'll see. 2 15s.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say you probably only lost about like 15 HP since leaving and then coming back here. And you do still, I want to keep in mind, everybody should still have 1 heroic inspiration, except for Quiver, who used 1. So, yeah, you're going to take 15, 30 piercing damage.
Okay.
Pew, pew.
Ow. I
And-
have 30 remaining hit points.
Okay. But that's the end of their turn. You're going to have to fend them off. But now it is up to you, Zip.
Okay. If I see that there's some wires that are sort of hanging from this thing.
Mhm.
If I reach in and grab them and just say something like, "Hope that's not important," and jaunt away, can I take those wires with me?
It's extremely likely.
It's not a person.
It could happen.
So I'd like to do that, please.
Okay. Go ahead and just... I don't think this needs a roll. I think you just reach in and grab, and then you're just going to use your move to jump away. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's 30 feet away into an unoccupied space that I can see as an action or a bonus action. So I'm going to do that as my bonus action.
Okay, so you've got the hallway that you're in. You can go back into the warehouse proper, where it's completely dark and there's no lights or anything. But there does appear to be a burning, well, I would say simmering crate that had once been lit on fire, but the fire was put out. So you could head into there, or you could head into the laboratory.
I'll probably head into the laboratory because if it's dark, I can't see, and it has to be a place that I can see.
Makes sense. You zip on over to the laboratory. You find yourself in there, and you are carrying several wires in your hand, and you can see one of the orb drones that had been spinning out of control. I'm actually going to roll some damage on it to see if it just straight up dies here. It is going to take a ton of damage in a fiery explosion, but it is still barely functional. It's going to take 7 damage. But you can see it's not functioning properly, so it'll have to make a roll on its turn to operate with its in-house AI. But yeah, that's the end of your turn, and we are going to jump right back around to TableTakes.
That was just a bonus action to do my jaunt.
Well, I'll say like reaching in and grabbing them.
Okay.
And
Sure.
you know, like dodging away. Yeah. TableTakes.
Could I use my heroic surge to just really get lucky and grab a right syringe to stab into Quiver that heals?
Sure.
It's the red one. Red is for healing, right?
You grab the red one.
I stab it into Quiver.
It'll heal before it do 9 damage.
So TableTakes. You use up your heroic inspiration, and you try to find the right syringe. Give me an investigation roll, and if you don't have investigation, just add your intelligence with advantage.
Oh no, my intelligence. Awesome +0. Great
You
idea.
should focus on the fight. It's okay.
No, this is gonna work. It's gonna work.
The last time you tried to help me, he had you do 6 damage to me. Remember? Don't do it.
It's gonna help. Just trust the process. It's gonna be a matter. Just believe
Okay.
in me. I'm gonna do good. 20, a nat 20.
A nat 20. Yeah, you take the syringe, and after you drop the quiver onto the table, you say, "Live, damn you!" and stab the quiver with the syringe, bringing him back up to full.
There you go.
Back.
See, it's the red one heals. Video games were right.
I never doubted you for a second.
TableTake. So you revive Quiver, and Quiver, you're just laid out on a table, and once you like jerk back awake, and a bunch of beakers and test tubes go flying off to the table, you realize you're back up to like full power. You've still got I believe a couple of arrows that are specialized in your quiver, but you still have like plenty of normal arrows as well.
Cool.
TableTake, you see Quiver's eyes open and jerk awake and just jolt upright onto the table, knocking a bunch of stuff off of it.
Because the thing I knew that this would work. What does it say on the label? Because that's a very just what does the label say?
There are no labels on any of this.
Oh, okay,
no
yeah. Labels. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem later on.
Might grow another arm later. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
More arms for more arrows.
I'm sure nothing but good things will happen to me.
Quiver, you got a needle just like dangling from your chest, from your straight up like pinpoint bullseye in your heart.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of blood squirts out, but eventually, the bleeding stops.
His eyes look like zombie red. I don't know. I'm just be like, Zap's back. We're lots of things in the tunnel. You're alive, right?
Only functionally.
All right. Well, the drones are going to fly back into the room, shooting at Zip once again. However, seeing new targets, a couple of them are going to split off and try to protect their experiments that are going on. So, let's start with the Hive drone is going to fire 2 more machine gun shots at Zip. We got a miss and a hit. For a total of, yikes, 27 damage. Ooh.
Okay.
As one of the machine gun bullets land into you. The other 3 orb drones are going to fire at. They're going to split off. 2 of them are going to fire at TableTake. One of them is going to fire at Quiver. TableTake. Does a nat 1 hit you?
Totally doesn't. But I'm glad you tried. It should hit themselves, though. It just like one of the flaps just like hit them. I don't know. I'm just
How
saying.
about a 22?
22 does hit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's see here. You're going to take a total of 14 radiant damage as their laser cannons blast at the ground underneath you, sending you flying back into one of the vats, and you crack it just a little bit, not enough to make a leak. And then Quiver. That's a 15 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay, so then that is another 15 radiant damage coming your way. Yeah, so these orb drones, you can all see that they are flying around you in a circular pattern, each of them following another one. So it's sort of like three of them all flying in their own pattern together, whereas the hive drone is just hovering over Zip and like trying to track her as it shoots down at her. So that is up to Zip. It's your turn. Oh, you're muted.
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to. There's one that is looking real rough right now. That's the one that I did the damage to by pulling stuff up.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a jaunt in the air behind it, and I'm going to give it one last stabby stab.
All right, go for it.
It's a nat 19 for 25.
That's a hit.
So then it'll be 3d6 plus 4. Damage.
Ooh! Okay. Yeah, you destroy this thing. Shrapnel goes flying in all directions. There's a tiny explosion, and as you go careening towards the ground through the plume of smoke, you do land safely.
Do like the cool 3-point landing. Do I see my friends?
Yeah, you had to jaunt over to them. They are close enough that you're now standing close-ish.
Okay. Hi, good to see you. Missed you both. Watch out for things they're shooting. They really hurt. Ow.
Nice outfit. You look cool.
Bit. Thanks. I made it myself.
All right, Quiver. Top of the round with you.
All right, let's go ahead and shoot just 2 regular arrows.
Okay.
Well, I missed. I'm gonna fire again. And 21.
That's a hit.
So that'll be some damage. 1d8 plus 5. There you go. 12 damage. That is my turn.
The orb drone is now I can't say bloody because it doesn't have blood, but it does take a ton of damage.
It's leaking fluids.
It's leaking fluids. Yeah, so you send one arrow slamming into it, sending it off course slightly. Double take.
All right, it's only the one that's left, right?
There are 2 orb drones and a hive drone.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's 2 orb drones. I'm gonna aim for the hive drone then.
Okay, yeah, so it's not super close to you. It's about 15 feet up in the air and about 20 feet away.
Yeah, I could just jump wall that, right?
Yeah, so you'll have to like jump off of one of the tables and then off of one of the vats and then up into the air.
Yes. And then will you still allow me to do the unarmed strike if I do the jump?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna do movement, yeah. Boop boop. I'm just gonna do the unarmed strike, the multi one. Pup, pup, pup. And that.
Yeah, you're so fast that you just like have a moment in the air where you just do all of your punches at once before you drop down.
Yeah. Hold on. How many? Hold on. I keep forgetting how many. Sorry, forgive me. I keep forgetting. I thought I wrote it down how many punches I get. I think it's 4. Let me double check.
I forgot that I
Multi-attack.
actually do too, with the multi-attack.
Yeah, you gotta. Okay, 4. Yep, 4 unarmed attacks plus 8 on my unarmed strike. So here's 1. Does an 11 hit total?
No.
Damn it. How about 12?
No.
Next one is 11 again. That sucks. Okay, last hit. Hopefully I hit it this time. 9. It was very hard to jump up. It was very hard to fly. All right.
The hive drone sees you coming and just like dodges out of the way.
Rude. This thing's really hard to hit.
So you land and you take 1d6 damage for falling about 15 feet. So that's going to be 3 damage.
3. All right.
And you land down onto the ground, but you're now just underneath the drone. I believe you still have some movement if you want to use it, but
I am going, since I guess I will go ahead and I will throw Vicious Mockery. I don't have it. I'm just going to use it.
Okay.
At the drones to get their attention to me. Just say, your mom was a refrigerator.
Can you roll, I think, Deception?
Tell him!
It's my charisma's plus 0. Or no, actually, my charisma's plus 1. Do I take it? I'm not trained in this. Do I have a disadvantage?
No, you don't have disadvantage.
Alright. Vicious Mockery. Your dad was a toaster. 13.
Your mother was a refrigerator. Okay, gotcha. 13. Yeah. You feel the cold, unfeeling gaze of the hive drone staring back at you before it shoots at you.
I see it. So the first hit. Oh no, is this a physical?
So the first one misses, and they're shooting at you with a machine gun.
All right. So the first one misses.
Yeah, and then the second one is a 24 to hit.
Boo. That one hits.
So yeah, that one gonna do quite a lot of damage there. Okay, so that's gonna be 14 piercing damage
Ow!
As you are pelted with tons of bullets.
Ow!
And then 2 more orb drones left are going to fire. One's gonna fire at Zip with a laser for 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, so they instead blast one of the vats behind you, and it begins to leak fluid onto the ground. Another shot towards Quiver was a 5 to hit, so that one as well is just going to slam into the wall and singe the planks of wood there. So yeah, the orb drones, they fly in a similar pattern up above you. And now it is back to the top of the round with Quiver.
Okay, so checking what I have, I'm going to fire. How many more of these drones are there?
There are 2 orb drones and a hive drone.
Are they close to each other?
The 2 orb drones are flying close enough to each other.
Sure, let's do it. Explosive arrow. Actually,
Do it. Do it. You know it to be so.
No, I don't actually have any explosive arrows left. I have a net arrow and a sleeping arrow. So never mind that. I'll just do 2 shots.
All right.
Doo, doo, doo. Doo, doo. $18 and $12.
18 hits.
Okie dokie. All right, 10 damage. That's my turn.
Are you attacking the one that you had already previously injured?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then. So that's another big hit. That's 10 damage. Yeah, that one's almost malfunctioning. It's at the point where you've fired so many arrows into it now. Its circuitry is about to go haywire. And that means double take it back to you. By the way, this is round 3. You have a total of 17 rounds left before the cops show up.
Okay. All right. So if I keep jumping up, I do fall back down. Oh, I remember. I have my plasma rifle that I picked up from the baddie. Can I shoot it with the plasma rifle I have? Untrained. It's great.
Yes, you may shoot at the drones. Choose one, and then, let's see here. This is a firearm, a rifle. Yeah. Okay. You are just going to use your dexterity straight up
Okay.
to fire and for extra damage. There's no proficiency bonus.
Okay. So +5.
Damn.
And then
Nice.
I guess what is the one that is like the most hurt? Because I have a 90-foot range. What can I guess I could try and aim for the mother drone, or let me just try to hit the one that Quiver already hit, so we could just like knock it out.
Yeah, you could try to hit the one that's like got smoke rising out of it.
Yes. Plasma rifle, 19.
Yeah, that's a hit. You blast it. Do you know how much damage you do? I believe it's 2d6.
2d6 plus my dex. So let me go ahead. 2d6 plus my dex modifier, which is a 12.
Yeah,
points
you
of
blast
damage.
that thing into smithereens. There's just like nothing left of it. Yeah, it's just it's just a pile of ash on the ground that slowly drifts.
Oh, I see why Quiver likes shooting things. It's pretty baller.
Plasma rifles are cheating.
Okay then. The orb drone and the hive drone are the only ones left. So, yeah. 2 bullets are gonna fire at double take. The hive drone as they fire their machine gun at you.
The first shot has to be 18 plus.
Okay,
Because I can see it.
you got it.
You mean I got hit or I missed?
Yeah, you got hit twice. It's an 18 and a 22 to hit. The hive drone. Actually, you know what? I just realized I made a mistake. I used the wrong attack. I'm gonna say probably Quiver and Zip are standing close enough to each other for this. But double take, you're standing kind of further away, so the hive drone pulls out a new compartment that you haven't seen before and launches a large bomb, a grenade, out at you that explodes on the ground upon impact. I need a dexterity saving throw from Zip Zap Zop and the Quiver.
Oh.
What saving throw was that again?
Dexterity to jump out of the way.
Nope, I rolled a 1.
Got a
Yikes.
13.
A 13 is not enough, unfortunately. So you all are going to take the full damage here.
I'm down.
Understood. So, Zip, you're going to go down. Quiver, you're going to take 17 piercing damage.
Oof. Wait, but doesn't Zip Zap? You have a heroic surge still, right? You can trade that for health points.
Can I? I had
Yes.
no idea.
Yes.
It's
you
been a
can
while
use
since I
those
played
for
this game, so I don't remember.
No problem. You can use those for one of two things. You can either give yourself advantage before you roll something, or you can give yourself 10 hit points at any time.
Then I will use it to give myself. Well, I don't think it's going to matter because it did 17 points of damage.
So, yeah, you go down, and then, just when it seems like your character is out for the count, a finger twitches.
It gives me 10 points. Okay.
And then the muscles in your biceps bulge, and you lift yourself up off the ground with a scowl.
Cool.
Okay. Well, then the hive drone is done. The orb drone is going to fire at. Rolling 83. Let's see what happens. Double take is 1. Quiver's 2. What's your name? Zip is 3. And then I'll re-roll on a 4. It's a 2. Quiver. You were fired at by the orb drone. It is a 5 to hit. That's gonna miss. Well then, the orb drone, it makes a bunch of beeps and boop noises, frustrated that it keeps missing over and over again. But then it is Zip. You're at 10 HP.
So I'm going to, I guess, use half my movement to stand up from prone. It's just the orb drone left.
Orb drone and hive drone, yeah.
Hive drone's been hurt. Orb drone hasn't, or are
the hive
both
drone
of
has
them
not
the
been
same?
injured.
Okay. But the orb, I'm gonna go for the hive drone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll 2 attacks because I forgot that I actually do a multi-attack. And it's +6. That is a. It is a 23 to hit on one, and then the next one is a natural 1, so nothing there.
Okay.
So it'll
yeah.
be.
That's
Let me
it.
just do my 3d6 plus 4. 14 damage.
14 damage, yeah. That's good. Okay, 14 damage to the hive drone. Anything else you want to do for your turn?
That was movement, bonus action, action. That's it.
Then next up, top of the round with Quiver.
Okay, so remind me again how resources work.
So, if you want to find something that you don't have, or if you want to, let me see here. Yeah, if you're like looking for an item that you don't have in the immediate vicinity, or if you're going to go on like a search throughout the city for something, you can make a resource check. If you can just say like, I'm looking for something, and I'll tell you, oh, that's like a resource check. It's a new score specifically for this adaptation of 5e.
And if I recall correctly, you can sacrifice resource points to have something, right?
Yeah, within reason, but yeah, sure. I want to avoid things like, oh, I just happened to have the thing I wanted. In that case, I might have you like roll a resource check to see if you had that in like your toolkit. Like you're a character who's very much about like, I have the tools for the whatever I need, like that kind of thing. So in that case, I might be like, okay, it's plausible that you had this in like a belt compartment or something like that. But that would be a roll. we were talking about building our characters' backstories. We're talking about things that you might have had already, but I think we're done with building the backstory things.
Okay, never mind. Then I'll just go ahead with the weapon attack.
What are you firing at?
Whatever's left.
There's 2 drones left. We got the orb drone and the hive drone, which Zip just attacked.
Then we'll do hive.
At
Cool.
20, baby. Oh.
So a 19 and a 20.
Yep, those are both hits.
Okay. So how would you like to do criticals?
Yeah, so you get max damage on the die, and then you just roll damage as normal. So if it's a D8, add 8 to the normal damage.
Gotcha.
Or if it's like a D6, add 6.
Oh, my bad. 1 second, buddy. So that's the first arrow for 21 damage.
Okay.
And the second arrow for an additional 9 for a total of 30.
30 damage to the
Nice.
hive drone. Yeah. The hive drone. This is definitely the first significant blow. You guys, you see that the hive drone has a very tough exterior. The metal that houses its inner casing is very, very difficult to penetrate, but you manage to get through. And you can see now there's an arrow sticking out of it. Oh, 2 of them. Which means it's now double take, your turn. And this is round 4.
Yes, round 4. But you know what? I figured the plasma rifle worked for 1. Plasma rifle work for the mother drone since that one has the bombs on it. I'm gonna try to shoot at it with my plasma rifle.
All right.
There's a 20 total hit.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
All right, and that is 2d6s plus my dex modifier. A total of 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage to the hive drone or the orb drone?
To the hive. We're
Okay.
going for the hive.
The hive drone, you can see that the plasma rifle sends sparks flying out of it, and now it's actually starting to smoke and whiz and whir.
I will taunt it again, saying that you're made of aluminum, low quality metal, energy.
Okay. The hive drone is going to take that personally and release another orb drone from its casing. So an orb drone comes out and flies around with the other one. That's a bonus action. It's going to use its action to fire twice at TableTakes. That is a 19 on the first hit.
Boo.
And a 14 on the second.
14 misses, but the 19 hits for
Okay.
the first one.
Okay. So then, let's see here.
Yeah, tin can.
Yeah, you're gonna take 12 piercing damage as they fire.
Ow.
Where are you at?
So minus that, I'm currently at 36. So like my character actually had a whole lot of HP.
Yeah, I'll say. Okay then. Next, sorry, the orb drones are gonna fire. One of them's gonna fire at Zip. That is a 7 to hit. It's gonna miss. And then another one's gonna fire at Quiver. That's a 19 to hit. Slams into you for 14 damage. That is going to be fire. Or sorry, radiant damage. What are you at?
29.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. The next that is Zip. You can see TableTake taking a nasty bullet to the shoulder, and then the quiver just gets rocked by a laser from the angry orb drone.
Okay. I'm currently on the back of this hive drone. And my surprise attack only works if I jaunt. So I'm going to jaunt over to the orb drone.
Okay, real quick. I did not realize you were on top of the hive drone. That's my mistake. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, for sure. That's 24.
You don't even wobble.
This ain't my first robot rodeo. Robo-rodeo? Robodio.
Robodio. Yeah.
And then, so I'm going to jaunt over to the orb drone, and I'm going to do the slicey dicey again.
Okay.
First one's a 12. And the second one is a 13, so both miss.
Which one were you attacking?
I was attacking the orb drone because I jaunted over to it.
Gotcha. Okay, that one was 15 feet up in the air, so eventually it'll land back down onto the ground. And that'll be 6. Ooh, bludgeoning damage. You land pretty nasty and almost twist your ankle.
Okay.
But is that going to be it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right, at the top of round 5, Bonsai, TableTake.
Did not Quiver's turn?
Oh, sorry, Quiver's at the top of the round. Quiver.
Okay, I'll fire 2 shots. Hey, just curious, what's everybody at?
I'm at 36.
Okay.
I'm still good.
4.
Hit her with a healing arrow.
$27 and 24.
Yep, those are both hits. What are you firing at?
Let's say the same thing that I was firing at before.
Hive mother.
Oh, the hive one. Okay.
Alright, so that is a total of 18 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. You have effectively bloodied the hive drone. Is now there's like a trail of like coolant that it leaves anywhere it goes, and you guys are gonna get splashed a little bit by it as it flies over you. Okay, now TableTake.
Alright, hate to do this again very creatively after I viciously mock the hive drone, because I feel like this is working. So I'm just gonna keep firing my laser. Firing my laser, because you gave me it. Or, well, hold on. Let me change the flavor. So the hive drone and everybody is outside of the doors? Question?
No, you guys are all in a laboratory together. So there's like a bunch of vats in this room lining the walls. It's a pretty large room. And there are a few in a circle in the center of the room as well.
So, but I couldn't close the door and close the drones out, is what you're saying.
No, you're all in the room together.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so I will... Actually, you know what? No, because they're gonna be crazy. I don't know what their powers are. It's gonna be like, open up one of the drawers and see what the what the arrow does that's in there.
Free them.
You know what? Yes, I'm gonna go ahead. and open up the one with the orbs on her hands. There's what you described with orbs on her hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the thing up and like shake her. Be like, help!
Okay, yeah. So, you need to bust this thing open. You're gonna have to break it open. Thankfully, one of the orb drones did a little bit of the help for you. There's a crack in it.
Yes. I mean, isn't there like a big do not pull lever? I'm pulling.
Maybe there is.
Alright, let's see. Do I see a big pull lever? Because they look like something okay, no, boo. Alright, so it's already cracked. I'm going to punch it then and crack it even more and hopefully wake up the person that's inside.
Cool. Alright, everybody, you watch as TableTake has just been firing huge plasma laser bullets at the hive drone and just blasting it over again. It's like, I need to break this open. Whew, just like throw the gun over your shoulder.
Throw the
You got the holster on, so it's on the holster, so it's like on your back, but you throw it over your back and it's like punching at the glass. Okay, go for it.
It's gonna work. These are great ideas. These are great ideas. 16.
That's definitely enough to hit. Go ahead and do some damage.
Yeah, that's only one though. So it's 6 bludgeon. I only
Why don't
do
you roll
6.
all your rolls to hit?
Okay, alright. Yes. 9 doesn't hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you damage your hand in the process.
Ow. 23, so 2
You take
hit.
1 bludgeoning damage.
1 bludgeoning
Self-harm.
damage.
And 23's hits.
And 18, so 3, so that's 9, 8, or no, so that's 6, 12, no, 18.
Okay, yeah, you needed to do 15 damage. So yeah, you destroy the glass case. It busts open. You shatter the glass with your punches. Your hands are all bloodied. But
Ow.
yeah, the goo and the ooze just like washes over your feet, just like soaking into your shoes. You're gonna lose 5 feet of movement for a round. But the woman collapses down on top of you. And she's hanging she's hanging by the wires that are connecting her inside the tube still.
Oh, damn it. I thought this was gonna work. No! Can I aim her little orb hands? Maybe make it do something? No. Okay. Alright, she's on me.
You can use your bonus action if you want to try to shake her.
I will shake the woman. See if I can wake her up.
Yeah.
That's my bonus
you see
action.
her blinking. She's starting to come to. That's when the orbs attack again. Yeah. So. Yeah. Seeing you tampering with the hive drone is definitely going to turn its attention to you and fire at you. Hive drone is going to fire a bunch of. Okay.
No! Don't say that! I don't like that!
I'm so sorry.
No!
Yeah, that's a crit.
It's gonna be fine. I will it.
Oh, bonsai.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, what's your HP?
My AC is
HP.
15. But always the first shot, especially if it's like range.
Yeah, they both hit you. What's your HP?
Oh, my HP. 35 after I hit myself with the hand. So I got 35.
Okay.
I'll live.
Okay.
It'll be great. It could be fine. I believe in myself.
Make
This
sure
poor
I
girl
don't
is gonna save
I
me
just kill
because
you.
this was a good plan.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Really? Okay. I thought it was gonna be way more. I guess I was just wrong. All right. 34. Damage.
1 HP.
Piercing damage. Well, the second one hits you, so you definitely go down with the second.
Oh, damn it.
It wasn't a crit. So it's not enough damage to kill.
I'm gonna just pass out.
But you do take 10 damage from the second.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Peace out, A-Town down. But at
Um,
least I shook the woman. So maybe she'll help me. It's like, well, take my plasma rifle.
So that is the orb drones now. They're going to fire at Zip, and one's going to fire at Quiver. Zip is 11's going to miss.
Correct.
And Quiver, 19 to hit.
What's with the 19s always hitting Quiver?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like the third one.
Lord.
I miscounted.
That's 12 radiant damage. Okay, yeah. So the orb drones again in their flight pattern are gonna fly around some more. Zip, it is now your turn. You watch as TableTake smashes open one of the vats and shakes the person inside it before blacking out in a pile of ooze.
This was a good plan.
Did I see the syringe that was sort of hanging out of Quiver at early on?
No, no, you weren't here. You weren't in the room for that.
Okay. Well, but I am still in a weird life. I'm going to look around for something that I can use to bring TableTake back. I've got a decent resource score, so.
Okay. There's been a lot of damage to all of the beakers and the tubes and everything that's in this room. There's been a lot of commotion mayhem. So go ahead and make a resource check. I believe you were the one who did not, who started theirs at 10.
Mine's actually at 12.
12. Okay. Go ahead and roll the D20, add your resource bonus, which is +1.
+1. That's a 9.
Yeah. It was gonna be a really high DC anyway, unfortunately. So yeah, you look around for something to grab, something to. It's gonna use up your movement to look around.
Okay.
But I believe you still have your bonus action.
Okay. That's the case. Then I'm gonna jaunt up to the orb drone and I'm gonna give it another whack.
Okay.
First one's a 9. That's a no. Second one is a 21.
That's a hit. And this orb drone, I believe, has not been injured yet. Unless you wanted to hit the hive.
I thought there was only the orb drone and the hive drone, and
Yes.
I hit the orb drone last time.
Yeah, but the mother drone pooped out another one because I made it really upset.
Oh,
How much did you?
Okay.
How much damage did you deal to the orb drone?
Oh, actually, no, I didn't damage the orb drone. I missed both
Okay.
hits last time. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, the hive drone pooped out another one.
Okay. That's 21 damage to this orb drone.
Woo! Okay. Yeah. That's gonna kill this orb drone. It's dead.
Cool.
Do you want to describe it?
I think I'm just gonna go stab through, and then as it sort of sputters, I'm just gonna ride it down to the ground.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You safely, as it sputters, it floats you down to the ground. It doesn't explode.
Hey! Huzzah! Thank goodness for small GM miracles. And then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Then that's top of the round with Quiver at round 6. You have 14 rounds left.
Okay, gonna shoot my arrows. Let's see. Arrow 1. $14. Arrow 2. 21. I think
21.
that's what it was a hit,
Yeah.
so we'll do damage. That's 8 damage, and that's my turn.
Okay. To the hive drone? Or what? What were you hitting?
Yeah, hive drone.
Okay. Oh yeah, the hive drone. It's gonna go down soon. But I think that's back to. Okay, so
Orb chick,
Double
orb
take.
chick, orb chick,
on your turn,
orb chick.
you are flying there unconscious. The woman that you had rescued, she opens her eyes and she looks around and she sees that the hive drone has now turned its attention to her, and as quickly as she can, she creates two large purple orbs in her hands and tries to blast the hive drone from where she is. Let's see here. So each of the evos has a different archetype. And hers is blaster. So she's a blaster. She creates huge blasts of plasmic energy. Plasmic isn't a word. I know that's not a word. It can't be a word. Plasmic cannot be a word. So instead, she blasts a bunch of gamma energy, gamma energy at the hive drone. Yeah. So this is going to be an overcharged blast. So she's releasing an energy attack in a 30-foot line, sort of with both her hands together. It's a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long line, and the hive drone is going to try to make a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, it's going to take 7d6 damage. And Bonzi, I'm going to have you probably roll the damage in a bit here if it hits. Otherwise, it'll take half. Okay, so let's see here. Hive drone, dexterity saving throw. That is not one of its proficiencies. Let's see. Oh, but it does save.
Oh, half.
It does save. So yeah, go ahead and roll 7d6, please.
And then half it.
Orb check.
33 and half is like math. 17?
17.
Yes.
17 damage to the hive drone, which does not destroy it, but brings it almost dead. Yeah.
Orb chick. I was right with my guesses. Like cheetah girl, orb chick, tracks through.
After she does that, she pulls all the wires off herself, and she looks down at TableTakes and is like, "Ew." She's just like lying there unconscious in the ooze, and then tries like picking you up by your arm and your shoulder and like pulls you up onto her and starts walking away with you, trying to get you out of danger, even though you're unconscious. So next up after that is the hive drone, which is going to fire at Orb Chick. Machine gun bullets hit hard, and Orb Chick is going to take some damage from the second attack only. Because Orb Chick's wearing an armored jacket that they let her keep on her body, apparently. So yeah, that's... Oof! Yeah, it's gonna be 14 damage, but she's pretty healthy. So she's gonna just be like... and just keep hobbling away with you. So that brings us to Zip. There's one hive drone and one orb drone left.
Okay. I am going to try and take down the big mama with the hive drone.
All right.
First attack is a 12. That's going to miss.
Okay.
Second attack is a 17.
That is a hit.
Okay.
With a hive drone.
That's 12 damage.
All right. You destroy the hive drone. Want to describe it for us?
I am gonna. I think I'm going to teleport underneath it and stab up because I saw that that's where it drops off those orb babies.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to teleport up underneath it and just slice along the tummy with the sword.
Okay, yeah. You dislodge a couple of the orb drones that fall lifelessly to the ground. But you are going to drop back down. This is flying up pretty high.
Yep. I'm probably gonna fall from the fall damage.
It's three.
Three fall damage? Okay.
Three.
I have 1 hit point remaining.
Well, there you go.
And that's my turn.
Okay, as you destroy the hive drone and it flies into the wall, exploding, another orb drone pops out of the smoke and flies over. So, next up, it is to Wiver at the top of the round, number 7.
All right, I will fire 2 arrows.
Okay, there are 2 different orb drones. Which one are you going to fire
Orb drone number 1.
at? Okay, the one that's closest to you, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yep. $17 and 11.
Yep. Wait, 11?
Mm-hmm. Guessing only the 17 hits, so that is 10 damage, and that's my turn.
When you roll an 11, then you add your bonus.
Yeah. Oh, also it's a 19.
Yeah, so both hit.
Oh, okay. That's 16 damage total.
Okay, yeah, that orb drone is donezo. It just explodes. Yeah, you send an arrow flying through it. Do you want to describe it?
Rock and roll. Sure. I'll have it pin. I'll have the arrow hit something critical inside it and pin it to the wall where it stays there inert for future study.
And it just powers down. Okay. So now it is top of the round. Oh, sorry, after top of the round. You were at the top of the round. Now it's Orb Lady. Orb Lady is going to put TableTake into one of the empty vats, shut the door, hook you up to the tubes first, and then reach around the back of the vat for a keypad and press out a couple of buttons. The vat quickly fills up with this ooze, and TableTake, you find yourself suspended in it, still unconscious and unable to do anything. But anybody who's watching nearby can see that your veins begin to glow greenish.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I freed her. She put me back in as a trade place. Wow, rude.
This is an empty one that wasn't broken or anything like
Okay.
that. Turns out there's a latch on the side of the of the vat. You just pulls it open. Okay, so next up, the orb drone's last stand is going to fire at Quiver. That's a 22 to hit. See, it wasn't a 19. And I believe we're looking at okay. I love how easy it is to roll dice on. Aw. Okay. Well, that's only 6 radiant damage.
I'm sure you'll do more damage to me. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, Zip. Not your turn. The orb lady yells at you, and says, "Hey, you guys, what's going on?
We're trying to free everybody, but cops are on the way. We gotta get out of here. But then we got these things we gotta contend with.
Why are you running from the cops?
'Cause it's illegal to be a superpowered person.
Okay." You see her hands glow purple again as she prepares to do another overcharge attack.
Yeah, I see that crime. And I'm going to pull up and take out the last one.
All right, go for it.
All right. That's a 25 for the first one.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's only a 12 on the next one. It was almost a 20.
Okay, so you realize You're jumping up at the orb drone, and you will
Yep,
take
I
fall.
know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know what's up.
Yeah. So you're gonna hit with the first attack.
Okay. 2d6 plus 3d6. No. Minus. 3d6. Okay, so that is 17. And
17 is wow. It's a lot of damage. It's not gonna kill it though.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall to the ground and I'm gonna pass out. That's me.
It's just a splat as you land on
Splat.
the ground, face plant.
Yep.
Okay, with the top of the round, number 8, Quiver.
Okay, there's nothing I can do about that. So, screw it. I'm just gonna fire my 2 arrows. I was trying to be creative, like maybe I can make a net. Nah, that's all right.
I'm gonna say your Quiver's pretty smart. If you use the net on literally any of these drones, you'll probably just like keep it from being able to do anything. It doesn't have like knives, so it can't cut itself out.
They can still make a DC 15 athletics check, and also I was thinking about using the net to try and help my teammate, but that's not gonna happen. So, 26 on the first attack.
Nope, too high.
And 22 on the second.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's do. Go. Total of 22 damage.
Yeah, you destroy the orb drone. It is unrecognizable after you send 2 arrows sinking into it. One was probably enough, but the second one definitely sent a message.
I'll split the up arrow in midair and then hit
Okay.
Then I pass my turn.
Okay. Well, there's no more initiative now. The orb lady, she says, "Oh no! You! What's your name?"
You keep talking to.
She's talking to you.
Oh.
Everybody else
I'm
is
unconscious.
Oh,
Default.
I'm clever. Why? All my friends are dead.
Oh, how much time do we have?
I lost track when I was also passed out. So we were all just fighting for our life. I don't think crime fighting is the career I thought it was. I think I'm gonna retire.
What about your friend? She runs over to Zip and like starts to pick her up. Come on, we gotta get them out of here.
All right, let's do it. He goes to help TableTake.
Wait, don't open that yet. She still needs another 60 seconds. You guys have about 80 seconds left.
These 60 seconds for what?
She's regenerating. That's what they're doing to us in this lab. They're keeping us alive. Once they've overworked us, they put us in these test tubes so that we could be experimented on again.
Yeah,
that's how I got these. And then she holds out one hand and shows you one of her gamma orbs.
You I've got an idea. The cops are coming. We don't want to be arrested. I want to go over to Zip Zap. And how many of these regenerative pods are there?
There are several. There's a great many, few of them. There are a couple open ones. There's some that are filled.
All right. I've got my civilian clothes. I'm gonna put my civilian T-shirt on the Zip Zop and toss her in a regenerator.
No! There's no time. There's no time.
Why? Because the cops?
Yeah, because they're coming, right? Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, they're coming to rescue these folks, right?
So you pick up Zip, and now she's like inside the vat. She says, "What are you doing?"
We're hiding. And then I'm just gonna take one. There are dudes out there. I'm gonna go quickly take one of their shirts. I'm gonna put it on, and I'm going in the regenerated
Oh,
thing.
that's such a great idea. She comes over and she hooks up the tubes for you, and she says, "Okay, it's gonna be a little uncomfortable at first. It's usually better when you're unconscious, but you'll start to feel like you're drowning. It'll be fine. Just trust it, okay?" And she slams the door shut, and she hits a bunch of buttons on the keypad.
Yeah, so we've changed out of our uniforms, and now we look like every other schmo that got.
Yeah, she runs over at the last second, and she puts one on TableTakes, and like rewires her. She's like, and she doesn't have, so she just like blasts a hole in the wall as the sirens sound, and a ton of Eva Response team soldiers run into the room with their guns pointed at her, and she says, "You'll never take me alive!" And she runs out through the hole in the wall that she blasted, running away. The ERT chase after her, leaving the room completely empty. Williams is the only one left behind as he sees you in there and is like, and you can't hear him, but he says something. He's like, and he runs over to the other wall and it's just like says something into his walkie-talkie and then checks out the hole in the wall, looking around. He runs back over to you, Quiver, and he opens it up, and you cough up all that ooze as he yanks the wires out of you.
Thank you, officer. You saved me. I've been in there for so long. I didn't know how I would get out.
You want to tell me what's going on in here?
I got abducted. I don't know how it happened. I've been stuck in here. They've been trying to work us to death, and they put us in these regeneration pods when we're tired. Yeah, that's the story. I'm just so happy to be out and free. I can go see my family, etc.
Okay, roll a deception check. If the blase thing doesn't hurt you, it definitely helps.
I rolled a fat 6.
Quiver, listen, you can trust me, all right? We've been working together for a long time now, all right? Clearly you're trying to hide from the ERT. Brilliant idea. Let's rescue your friends and get out of here.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I am Quiver, but because an officer of the law is giving me a directive, I, as a citizen, have no other choice but to adhere to that. This is not an admission of being one Quiver, but that I am a law-abiding citizen. That said, let's go in and rescue however many other people, as is your directive.
Right. Okay, so you don't mind if I keep these then? He just holds up your quiver.
No, that's fine. I'm not one for archery myself. I'm much more of a paddleball individual.
Okay. Okay, alright, here, take this. And he hands you the quiver. He goes over to...
I barely know what to do with this thing. Alright, so...
Alright, so Zip, you and TableTakes, you've been in there for a while, so you're gonna have 15 HP. Zip, you're gonna have 10 by the time they pull you out. You do feel like some strange experimental like chemical coursing through your veins, but you actually feel okay, like good enough to like get yourselves out of here before anybody else like decides to come back and check on you.
Can I pop out my other quick buddy? There's like 2 other people in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We could free them and then just take them with us, right?
More people for the D&D group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Adam, the first man, is the name of your friend over there, and then there's Titan and Adam, the first man. That you can break them out.
All right.
They're very grateful for your help, but
we don't know who Orb Lady is, but Orb Lady was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what happened, but
Williams on sort of stealthily shuffles you all into his cop car. You
Well,
have
no,
to
I got
squeeze in a little
my
bit.
I got my bike. It has a jeepney.
He tells you,
attached to it.
"We'll come back for it. It's just I have to debrief you all. Also,
Okay.
if they see you driving away from the scene of the crime, they'll be suspicious of you. We'll come back." So he checks in with all of you and says, "So that's what the plague was up to?"
Oh,
Clifford,
Noir, you're
you're
muted.
Officer, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Anybody?
Yes. As a law-abiding citizen, I'd have no idea.
Guys, please work with me here.
All right, yeah. Like they're doing experiments on people. Okay, there's like a Geneva article that you can't do this. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to hold somebody against their will and do experiments on it. All right.
I just know that in that building, they were hypothetically experimenting on people and forcing them to work.
Who was?
The people that ran the lab, what was the name of the thing?
Brant Labs.
Yeah.
So the plague, I guess, wasn't that bad. You know, I feel like this could have been like a communication. Like if the plague was just honest to us about this, I feel like we could have like helped a lot more people, you know?
Well, you say that now, TableTake, but I gotta be honest with you. The plague did approach us once already. And, I mean, I believed him at the time, but Brant Labs, you have to understand, they fund the whole city's Reformation Act. I mean, this is huge news. They got out that Brant Labs was experimenting on Evos. There'd be pandemonium. And the higher-ups don't want to see that happen. But thank you all for your great work today. I will be in touch with you, and we will work out some sort of, some way to thank you for putting your lives on the line the way you did. Why don't you all head back home now, get back into your other alternate identities, and just wait for me to call you again, okay? So, great work, everybody. Congratulations. You all completed the adventure. If we were to continue this, you would get an advanced improvement, which is basically a level up, and a heroic surge because you're so heroic. So congratulations. You managed to escape the warehouse thanks to Quiver's quick thinking and to your heroic deeds, destroying all of the orb drones that started attacking you. So well done. But that is going to be it for us. The final episode of 5th Evolution Carbide City ends with our heroes riding off into the night in all of their glory. Well, that's also going to do it for this episode of TableTakes Plays. I hope you all at home enjoyed this episode. Coming up right after this, we have part 2 of Women Are Werewolves. Women are werewolves. It's true. Women are werewolves. So get ready to watch Sarah Moore and Sarah's Table play Women Are Werewolves. It's sure to be a great time. All right. I think that's going to be it for us. So stick around for that. And we will see you all again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.